Eyup. I hope that you're all doing alright today. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're a new viewer. I hope that you've all had a good week so far. My week has been very hectic as usual. I feel like every time I talk about, you know, what I've been up to, it's a bit chaotic and whatever. It's not that chaotic, to be fair. It's just I've had a couple appointments this week and sorting stuff out, like for my nana and some other stuff, which I've kind of hinted at on Instagram if you follow me over there. Just some like little organisational stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back to like a somewhat normal schedule soon. And for those that did send well wishes to my nana, thank you very much. They are all really appreciated. If you didn't know, she had a bit of a fall in her bungalow. Didn't fully know like how it happened until I actually spoke to her directly. I think she was trying to get into bed with the lights off, and she just unfortunately missed a step or tripped over something. I'm not really entirely sure. I don't think she even knows. But yeah, unfortunately she took a bit of a tumble, broke a bone in her hand, or 2 bones in her hand and a finger. Yeah, not great. She's in her 70s, so obviously stuff like that, it's a bit scary, and she was in hospital for a bit with like a chest infection as well. So luckily she's fine. She's on the mend now. She's just a bit like frustrated more than anything that she can't do anything because it's her right hand, so she's right-handed, so everything's a bit like slow and she's getting a bit like frustrated. But yeah, I've been round and like helped her out with a couple of things. Bought her a new hoover as well because she was moaning that the one that she's got, it's my old hoover actually, or vacuum, whatever you want to call it. In England we call hoovers like hoovers, even though it's a vacuum cleaner and hoover is a brand. It's a bit like in America, they call tissues Kleenexes, but Kleenex is a brand and a tissue is tissue. Like, all Kleenexes are tissues, but not all tissues are Kleenexes. Anyway, that little tangent aside, yeah, I bought her a new vacuum cleaner, a little lightweight one, because the one that she was using were a bit like too heavy and all that, so I'm like, right, let's get you a new one sorted. And yeah, managed to get her sorted with that, cleaned up a little bit for her. And yeah, hopefully she goes steady next time and stops leaving lights off and all of that stuff. But yeah, thank you again, like I said, for everybody that sent like messages and comments saying that they hope that she's alright. Yeah, it's nice and appreciated. But anyway, I will talk about this build. So today I'm building a family apartment that's intended for the 100 baby challenge, or just a really big family in like a small apartment. I've wanted to do a 100 baby apartment for ages, but I've just like not got round to it. I think with the new expansion pack coming out, and then like other packs have come out and other things that I've had like plans for builds and stuff, it's just kind of got in the way of it. But I thought I want to build an apartment, I want to just do something a bit more like easy. The thing with doing apartments is it's just interior, so I like tend to like be in the mood for just doing interior sometimes, so an apartment's like ideal for that. The sort of style that I wanted to go with was somewhat eclectic, like not everything super matchy and not everything like perfectly decorated and like tidy and everything. Bit on the realistic side and very cramped feeling, which I don't know like how good that's going to be for gameplay. It is all functional, I've playtested it, but obviously it's a smaller apartment, so you might have Sims getting a bit annoyed that they can't get past each other in like hallways and stuff. But yeah, it is intended for the 100 baby challenge, so if you're doing that challenge or you're thinking of doing it and you want to play for an apartment, then you know, feel free to download it and you'd be able to use it. It's got space for, I'm trying to think how many. So with the 100 baby challenge, you can only have like 1 adult and then your kids. So like you can't have like a partner move in, you know what I mean, to have the babies with, because it's got to be like a new partner. So there's a double bed for the matriarch of the family to like, you know, create babies in and stuff, and then there's bedrooms for the kids. But because it's a 3-bedroom apartment and it's like small and cramped, I wanted to try and fit in as many kids as possible, but then also keep in mind that I think for most people that do the 100 baby challenge, they're not trying to have 8 Sims, you know, trying to take care of all them kids. I mean, I don't know, I've never done the challenge, but whenever I've watched people play it, they do try and like pace themselves a little bit. Like the first set of babies, they might have a lot, and then after that it's a bit like slowed down because, you know, you've got to take care of all them kids and it can be like difficult and that. And I think the rules with that are young adults can't move out until they've like becoming a young adult, or they've got to achieve something as a young adult or as a teenager. I can't remember. But either way, obviously it is intended for like one adult sim and then loads of kids. But yeah, hopefully, I feel like I've not really explained what I mean by any of that, but hopefully you'll get what I'm on about. So yeah, the matriarch's bedroom, it's kind of basic, kind of like eclectic, kind of a mixture of different styles. I kind of imagined that the sim would have thrifted a lot of items. Maybe they got a good deal on some matching furniture. Because it's obviously in San Myshuno, there is the, God, what are they called? It's like a market thing, like a garage sale, but like it's in the street. I can't remember what they call it. But your sims can go down and like buy stuff for like a bit cheaper. I kind of imagine that they would have bought a lot of the furniture from there, so not everything's like perfectly matching. There's a mixture of different packs used. I can't remember exactly how many packs that I did use. I did try and pack restrict it to a certain extent. There's obviously stuff from Parenthood, there's stuff from Cats and Dogs Seasons, I believe, and also the latest 2 expansion packs, Growing Together and High School Years. But I'll put all the not requirements, yeah, I guess requirements, all the packs that I use in the description. And yeah, I had a lot of fun building this one. It took me quite a while to edit though. It only took me like a day to build it, but editing has just been really slow going at the minute. I'm finding it really hard to like concentrate lately. I think I'm just going through one of those like phases where I'm a bit like, I don't know, like I can't think. But I've finally managed to get it sorted. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything. I felt like there was something I needed to say. Oh, I'm doing a challenge on Instagram, a build challenge to celebrate reaching 10,000 followers on there. I'll put it on the community tab. I think I mentioned it in the last speed build that I did, that I'm going to post it on there. But I will like waiting to post it until I actually announced it in a video. So I guess this is that announcement. I'm doing a build challenge where I've just built a shell, and the requirements of the challenge is to just like renovate it, decorate it, like finish it off, I guess. So if you've never done a shell challenge, basically a creator or the person hosting the shell challenge will build a shell, and it's basically just like boxes or like a bunch of walls or whatever, and then you decorate it, put windows, you know, add rooms to it, all that sort of stuff, but you keep the shell the same. But then you just add stuff to the interior, like a garden, stuff like that. You can also do roof it, all that sort of thing. But yeah, the shell challenge also has a set of prizes. So at the end of the shell challenge, I'm gonna pick like some favourites, some winners, and you could either win an expansion pack, game pack, stuff pack, or kits, depending on which you prefer, whether it's a stuff pack or like 2 kits or whatever. So yeah, I'll put the details of that on the community tab, but also it's on Instagram already if you want to have a look at that. My Instagram's always linked in the description. So yeah, that's that out of the way. I took ages like putting it together. I think it's just because, like I said, I've had a proper like hectic, I don't know, a few months, I guess. There's like a lot going on in my life at the minute. I do want to like talk about it a little bit more, but I've got to, I don't have to wait. I don't know like how to announce it. I don't know, like, I don't know, it's a bit awkward. I'll probably post one on Instagram soon. But yeah, there's just been like a lot going on, and then obviously stuff with family, and yeah, it's just been a little bit like chaotic and a million things going on. Also this week, me and my oldest kid have been unwell. My oldest kid more so than me. They've had like, I don't know if they've had like a sickness bug or food poisoning or what, but we both ate the same food. I mean, we all ate it in the family, but we ate this like food that my partner made. I feel so bad because I think that's the reason why, but it's just not sat on our stomachs too well. I've not really had any symptoms. I just felt like I was gonna have symptoms, if you know what I mean. Like I felt proper sickly and like drained, and just felt proper rough. I feel a little bit better today, but yeah, yesterday I was just in bed all day. My partner had to like take the day off work and just have like a family leave sort of day. It weren't nice. I just felt like all day I were either gonna have a back door accident or a mouth accident. How would you describe that? I don't want to say the words, you know what I mean? I don't want to make anybody feel weird, but I felt like I were either gonna diarrhea myself or vomit or something like that. So yeah, it weren't great. like I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to say what it actually is because I don't want to put anybody off and then just say it. But yeah, sorry if you're eating your tea or all like that. But yeah, I think I'm on the mend now, and I think this weekend I'm going to try and get like a bunch of stuff done, like planning some videos, cracking on with save file, getting some build requests done. I'm also working on one of my build requests, so hopefully I can like open those back up soon, because I've had a couple of people message me saying like, can you do a build request for this, that and the other, and I'm like, yep, soon, but I need to get through a bunch of other build requests that I've got like 5 or 6 for mid-century houses, and they're all kind of got a similar description, so I think I'm going to combine that into one big build rather than doing a bunch of mid-century builds and just like spamming that on my channel. You know, I still want to keep that variety there. And I also want to do a video on my current household in The Sims 4, so if you're interested in any like gameplay videos, feel free to let me know, because I've wanted to do that. I got back into playing gameplay when Growing Together came out, and I've been really enjoying playing with this like one particular household. At the minute I've not really been doing like too much with them. It's just kind of like, you know, everyday gameplay, going to work, leveling the skills, but I was interested in like sharing what like my plans are and like actually doing those plans, like having a baby and decorating the bedroom and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in any gameplay videos. Obviously my channel is predominantly building, so I understand if nobody's interested in that, but I might just do it anyway if there's enough interest for it. And yeah, like I said, let me know if you want to see that. I'll leave that out there if you do want to see some of that. Just feel free to comment or, you know, whatever. Also, I guess I've not really talked about the bedrooms. I mean, there's not really much to say. It speaks for itself. There's space for teenagers, child sims, and also what the other life stages called, toddlers and infants. But it is very much like you might have to swap about. So if you've got like more than one infant, you might have to swap toddler beds or whatever. But I've done it in a way where it's kind of customizable. So you can put toddler beds under the top bunk if you want. So you're always going to have space, or you should always have space for the Sims that you've got. There's only one bathroom though, so that might be a bit of a struggle, but that just adds to the chaos and the fun of the 100 baby challenge in my opinion. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go now. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a good rest of your week. Feel free to let me know as well if you've attempted the 100 baby challenge. I've never done it. I've never even attempted it. I do want to do it at some point, but I am scared of it. So yeah, let me know if you've done it, or if you started it and like what stage you're at, what generation you're on, all that sort of thing. I'd be interested to know. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.